The best of the Kshatriyas are those who have the blessings of the deity. In fact, there was a particular piece of historical text that somebody had sent me. Now I don't remember the text. There was one of the kings in, I think, present day Rajasthan or Haryana, that side. So he had defeated the Mughals in a battle and very fiercely defeated a larger army. And the text describes that before going to battle, he used to do some rituals. And that included, so one of the things is they used to take opium so that, it gives you a kind of a sort of a reduces the pain. Like, when you go into a battle, obviously you'll get hurt. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose, you'll get hurt. So he used to do a specific ritual and go into the battle so that during the battle, it's as if he was possessed by Kali. And he would slaughter the enemies. So that these things were very common. I mean, anybody, and I'll tell you this, anybody, whether they are conscious of it or not conscious of it, the moment you are in a position where you have power, and power could be fame is a power, money is a power, anything. When you have power, it is always some of the other force that is behind you. Now, whether the force is divine or not is another matter. Some of the best kings and the leaders have always been, consciously or unconsciously, guided by the force of these great gods. And among the gods, it is Devi whose power is most linked to the rejuvenation and rebirth of India, of all forms. It is, look at it, it's Shivaji Maharaj, Devi Upasak. Okay, there are so many other, the whole of the Rajputs. So I'm not going into nitty-gritties of history. Historians can tell you better. But Rajputs, most of them had Kula Devi as some of the other form of Ma Durga, right? Ramakrishna Paramhamsa gets born just as a mad priest in a temple of Kali. Nobody hardly took care of him. Then comes Swami Vivekananda and his disciples. Vivekananda makes him famous. Years later, all the revolutionaries in India used to revere Vivekananda, like to the extent that there is a particular scene in a Bengali movie where there is a British officer who comes in and he's going to arrest somebody. And the photo of Vivekananda is kept in the room. Vivekananda had expired long back. And he tells the British officer, who is this guy? Wherever I go, I see his photo there. This guy is spoiling their minds. But Vivekananda is not there anymore at that moment. So Kali inspires Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna inspires Vivekananda. A chain reaction happens eventually. There are so many great freedom fighters who get inspired. And today here we are. So who did this? Devi is always the first and the most important deity. No, other deities are also important. But somehow, in the reawakening of India to its full glory, there is a very big role in the Upasana of Devi.